Welcome to Science Side, and thank you for joining on this episode. We have Dying Light playing in the back, and right now I'll be talking about the universal loop theory, a theory of space-time that I have made up myself. This is a follow-up to my Murphy's Law video, which I made last week, and this week I'll be talking about how our universe and space-time is a loop, and that everything that has ever happened has already happened. Before I start off, I think my cousin mentioned this one time. There's this old ancient scripture of something about a snake eating a tail. I'm not sure which civilization had wrote this down, but it's a picture of a snake eating its own tail. And when I'm talking about this, I want everyone to have that in mind, because I think it's one of the more important things to remember. That there's that concept of something eating itself and then wiping itself out and beginning anew, because you don't know if it's even possible for something like that to happen. Of course, it's theoretical. A snake can't literally eat its own tail. It just can't bend that far, and even if it did, it'd probably die before it finished. But anyways, the gameplay in the back. Alright. Yeah. So I'm gonna follow to Murphy's Law that we had last week. We had Murphy's Law is that everything that can happen will happen, but the negative connotation, thank you Eli, I got that right for once. The negative connotation with it is that anything bad that could possibly happen at a given situation will happen. I tend to think of it as mathematical probability. Anything could possibly happen if it were given a chance. That's a different video. You can go back to my channel and check that out. So the whole idea of this theory is that we have a single timeline, and that there's nothing we can really do to change it, because everything that we could possibly do to affect it is part of it. I believe that the future is the way it will be because of past events. Just me talking about this could possibly influence the future, or maybe it's already gonna happen. It's kind of hard for me to explain. It's not like there are multiple timelines, and just by me telling you this, that it'll change the timeline. It's a single timeline, and just by me telling you this, it'll stay on that timeline, because everything that I am saying right now has already happened. By the way, I'm not sure if anyone noticed that on screen, but that was a badass assassination right there. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyways, back on topic. Yeah, where are we at? Yeah. So you can't really do anything to affect the timeline. Everything will just happen. You just gotta let time go by. And I'm speaking of this in third-dimensional properties, not fourth-dimensional. I'm pretty sure sentient beings in the fourth dimension could probably scroll back and forth within time. Maybe not as a physical property, but as something similar to us as perhaps spatial dimensions. How we can move back and forth in our spatial dimension. Perhaps they could do that too with time. I don't know. Maybe that's fifth dimension. Maybe it's something that we just can't comprehend, because we don't know how to visualize time other than a set of data that progresses forward. So back on topic again. See, I'm getting really off topic, because I have my phone in front of me, and I really don't script my stuff. I speak whatever comes to my mind as I'm doing it, and I have a lot of distractions that come up while I record videos, so I'll usually have my sister walk in and have to redo my tape. Okay, I digress. Back on topic. I think the reason we can't predict the future, or we will really have a hard time doing, is because everything ahead of us, everything that we can't see, is in a state of quantum superposition. Basically what that means is that let's say if you had a cat, this is gonna go off Schrödinger. Let's just go with the Russian. Let's go with the cat. Let's go with the cat experiment for once. So the cat experiment, you have a cat inside a box with a radioactive element, and if the cat does something, it'll either die. There's a 50-50 chance if it'll live or survive, and you don't know that until you open the box. That's what quantum superposition is. We don't know what will happen in the future. For hell of it, there could be no future and there could be one at the same time. Everything is in a superposition. We really don't know. Unless we are there to observe it. Those photons of light, those atoms will not be in that specific place unless we are there to observe it. It's impossible to do unless we really find a way to interact at the quantum level. I know so far my videos have been really delving into quantum physics and stuff. I'm definitely going to bring in some biology videos. I have a whole set of ideas for genetic engineering on my mind that I've had for quite a long time. I'd really like to get that off my chest because I told a couple of my friends. Haven't really told the world yet. It's quite interesting, but yeah, everything's in the quantum superposition. See, I do that a lot and get off topic really quick. Why is it so significant that the universe is a loop? Is that everything is cyclical. Everything dies and repeats itself. No, matter can't be destroyed. I mean, whatever it is, the conservation law of energy, whatever it's called. I'm mixing up a lot of my terms right now. Nothing really ends, honestly. It's just how our universe works. Yes, we do have a linear mindset, and I think that's our biggest flaw as a human being, is that we can't think of A and B and C and D. We can't think of A to D and C to A and B to F and X to Y, and we can't think like that. We think A to B, C to D, E to F. You know, we think like that. It's straightforward, and that's why we can't really comprehend why we can't see things as a quantum superposition. Why we can't see both sides of the, why we can't see thing being living and dead at the same time is because we can't do non-linear mental processing. I think that's probably our biggest things. If we could find a way to do that, we'd revolutionize human thinking forever, because we really wouldn't be human then. Well, we'd kind of be breaking God's rule. If God's even real. That's a different story. Again, getting off topic. Gotta get back on topic. Why I think the universe is cyclical is because I think once the universe dies by the cold death, or by heat radiation, or whatever theories they have out right now, anyway, the universe is gonna end. It's nothing lasts forever, but it's gonna come back again. It always does. And, you can't just send something somewhere and not have it come out anywhere else. It's not how it works, and at least not in our universe. Everything is cyclical, unless it's love. Love, actually I'm taking this from the Interstellar movie. Love is the only thing that can transcend space and time. So, yeah. Love is forever. That's a weird thing. It's really weird when you say that, because like a lot of religions preach of love and stuff like that. That's a completely different story. I'm getting really off topic. See, with this topic, it branches out to a lot of different things. I think, actually, this is one thing I want to really throw in.